And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. All right, just about ready for baseball. On the hill here today, Big Tyler. Glass now.
The shortstop.
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Next to hit for Arizona, Brent Rooker. Up and in, and that's ball one.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swing and a pop-up. One down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
First offering. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second, and he's out. 2 out, space is empty. Ripped to short. Sends it across to first. Out number 3. Now a chance for Jackson Merrill.
Leading off.
Oh, Boo, we got Burns working on the mound in this one, and he's a guy that rose through the minors rather quickly. Drafted back in 2016, and he made his major league debut just 2 seasons later. That's a fast climb, and he's been able to conquer lots of challenges thrown his way.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Ball one, no strikes. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Off the mark there. And it's 2-1. Fast forward to 2022. For Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. On the ground to the left. In time to boom. Rodriguez out on the play. Now the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And it's through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. That one the other way. Throws to first. Harper retired. Back now at Oriole Park. Second inning set to go. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Alec Bohm. Glass now back to work.
Right through there for a strike.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Up the middle. Fires over to first. One up, one down. And now Jack Peterson. And the first offering is not close. Glass now, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, digging for two. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Swings through that one for strike one.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0. One out, base is empty. Tyler Stevenson now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Rodriguez under it, makes the grab, 2 down. Garrett Mitchell stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here is Nick Gonzalez. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So the batting order turns over. This is Bryce Terang. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Reaching down and makes the grab. Welcome back to Baltimore alongside former Oriole Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. These fans are excited for another season, Singy. And the O's have reached the postseason in back-to-back years, but came up short both times.
Is the third time a charm, Boot?
I don't know. They certainly hope so. But goal number 1 is to win the division and avoid that wild card altogether. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Fought off foul. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now here is Spencer Torkelson. That's a little bit low. And another ball. That one misses. 3-0. Called strike right there. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down. Top half of the third inning. Here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here comes Christian Yelich. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. In the air out towards right center. Rodriguez racing after it and makes the grab. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Alec Bohm. Ground ball left side. Henderson over to first in time. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the second baseman, Geraldo Perdomo. And that's outside. Ball 1. And that one missing low. Oh, look at the stop. And very nicely done for the out. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. That misses. 1-0. High in the air out to right. Rooker settles under it. Nabs it. 2 away. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jackson Merrill. Oh, great stop. The throw. What a play. Inning over. All set for the start of the inning. Here is Jock Peterson. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field, and the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
Here's Gleyber Torres. He's already homered here in this one. Runner at first with no outs here. Gleyber swings, drives one. Bangs off the wall. Now a relay to second. He's not going to get him. He's in there.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
Stevenson in the box now. Takes strike 1. And fouled off.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. Garrett Mitchell, the next to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
0-2.
2 on, 1 out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So up next, Nick Gonzalez. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. There's a swing and a drive. And this one looks like trouble. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they lead by 4.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. That one not close. And the count even 1-1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the catch, and that is that. Back here in Baltimore, bottom 4, down to number 2 hitter, Julio Rodriguez. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
The pitch. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-1. 1 down. Here's Harper now. First time up, he grounded to third. And that one wrapped foul. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Next to hit, Jackson Chourio. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Swings through that one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering is downstairs. Hit on the ground to short. Terang over to first in time. And that ends the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. And here is Brent Rooker. Glass now back to work. That misses, and that is ball 1.
Well, these Diamondbacks digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
2-1.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Chourio. And he makes the catch. And there's one away.
The left fielder.
And now it's Christian Yelich. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A gigantic blast. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. So one out, nobody on. Now up next for Arizona, Alec Bohm has grounded out a couple of times. And first offering is fouled off. Outside corner, there's a strike. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. And the batter now, Jock Peterson. Peterson just got a piece of it. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one ripped left field. Torkelson makes the play, and that is bottom of the inning. And here is Josh Bell.
For the Orioles, the designated hitter, Josh Bell.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Orioles just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Next pitch is inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Shoots a line drive single into right center. And a good start to the inning. And next for the Orioles, Spencer Torkelson. Struck out swinging his first time. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. Bell gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And the next pitch is way outside. And down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Number 2,
Geraldo Perdomo, the next to hit for the Orioles. Grounded out his first time. On the ground, could be 2. Torres over to second.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out. Keep the runner out of scoring position.
Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one outside. Ball 1. The Orioles down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Now 1-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings and misses. Stevenson to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. Digging in. Gleyber Torres. And first offering is fouled off. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez racing after it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's 1 down.
Now batting,
Tyler Stevenson will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. Right back to him on the mound. Slings to first in time. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. 1 for 2. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. A solo shot, and they boost their lead. It's 6-1. So digging in, Nick Gonzalez. There's a line drive to left field. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Wastes no time there. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Here comes Gonzalez. He'll score easily.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Now here is Brent Rooker. Swing at a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Cut on and lifted in the air. Chourio has a beat on it, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Jackson Merrill. Inside, almost got him.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That misses the zone, and the count now 2-0.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Next offering is in for a strike. And they'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And it's caught for the out. So up next, Julio Rodriguez. Ball one low. Outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And that's downstairs and outside.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Check swing, called strike.
I got 3-2.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Rooker snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now Gunnar Henderson. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. And misses inside. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Beats him to first, and they do get the out. Well, this game isn't very close, Siggy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Strike 2. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-sized ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
And first offering is fouled off.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Makes the grab for the second out. Here's Jack Peterson.
Designated hitter.
Torey Lovello making a move for a new bat. Nick Castellanos looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
That one ripped.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. He swings and fouls one off. Castellanos off of first with 2 away. This to third. Henderson gets it to first, and that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Brandon Williamson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one misses, and it's 1-0. Williamson measures 6 feet 6 inches, 26 years old. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. And they cut into the lead. It's 7-2. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Bell now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Missed with a changeup. And now it's even 1-1. That's down and in. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
One down, base is empty. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first. When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
Here comes Torque to the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Now
pitching change here, Justin Martinez.
Number 63.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Yeah, there's the strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And there's the ball. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2-2 the count.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Now it's the second baseman, Geraldo Perdomo. That one almost got him. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Going back on this one. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out.
Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Alvarez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. On the ground to third. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 7-4. Jackson Merrill digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one.
Now pitching for
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Josh Hader.
71. Josh Hader.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. That's hard hit on the line. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Ready to begin the 8th. Now the D-backs catch. Tyler Stevenson.
Number 63. Justin Slayton.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off left side. And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
That one
Ball.
missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2.
That one down the line.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting. the center
Garrett
fielder,
Mitchell
Garrett
stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Mitchell.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back there. Tattooed and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add on. It's 9-4. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Nick Gonzalez. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Slayton.
He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. In the air, right side. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's into third. Have a game. That's his 4th hit.
The batter.
Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Bryce Terang.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Orioles, number 60. Garrett.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
Foul ball there. Tell fans a little bit about the difference between a cutter and a slider.
Well, a cutter looks more like a fastball, but it has that late movement like a slider that's hard to pick up. Now with the slider, it's a little slower, the spin is different, and sometimes you can recognize that, and it tends to break a lot more horizontally and vertically than the cutter.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 10-4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
To the right side, and that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Climbs the ladder and makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Runner from third comes across, and it's now a 6-run lead. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away. Here is Gleyber Torres. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back now at Oriole
Leading
Park,
off
bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. In there at the knees for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked. But
runner on the go, pitch outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. Henderson over at second, 1 down. Off the mark there, and now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another ball. And there's the automatic. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Jackson Chourio, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now pitching for the
Abner
Diamondbacks.
Uribe into the game.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so
Uribe.
he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And that's in there for strike 1. And that one is inside ball 1. On the corner for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. There's a ball. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Swings and misses, struck him out. Josh Bell at the plate now.
Counts 1-0.
This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. That's down and in. A slider missed. That's in for a strike.
It's a tough pitch,
2 balls,
but in
1
terms
strike.
of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Down and in, moved his feet. That's to third. Gonzalez whips it to first. That ends the inning. We go to the ninth, and here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Clevenger back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. So digging in, Garrett Mitchell. And that's in there at the knees. On the ground, right side. Slings to first, and a couple of quick outs. And now, Nick Gonzalez. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. And that's outside. Smoked on the ground a second. Perdomo on to first. And that's the third out. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Torkelson. Now on the bump, Keegan Thompson. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And a pitch. That one catches the zone. That's strike one. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
That one to first. He'll do it himself. One up, one down. So next to hit for Baltimore, Geraldo Perdomo. 1 for 3. And that misses. And that is ball one.
Number 7, Jackson Holiday.
Out front with the swing, and that is strike one.
1-1.
Next offering is in the dirt. 1 out, base is empty. Way out front for strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Set down on strikes. And the Orioles down to their final out.
4,
Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks take this one in a blowout. Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire...
What they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? Terrible thing away. New watch the color to me, a parrot was in the face. New rap, they dose to me, hilarious in the way. My smacker too close to me, one plastic taking my coat from me. I blast the dope, shit from the dope. for me. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODD. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they throw me more. Them